Good afternoon. Today we are holding this press conference to help answer some of the public's questions regarding the events that have taken place in the past couple of weeks. But first, I would like to offer my condolences to everyone impacted by the recent traumatic losses within our community. We will continue to push forward together as a city. We've had a lot of help from the community as well as our strong relationships with our law enforcement agency partners to help with quick responses to these events. I want to give quick acknowledgments to our own men and women of the Topeka Police Department who have done fantastic work in the past several weeks, who continue to do fantastic work for our community. I want to thank our partners at the FBI, at the Kansas Bureau of Investigations, the Kansas Highway Patrol, Shawnee County Sheriff's Department, and recently the Mattoon Police Department in Mattoon, Illinois, for their great work, along with the Illinois State Patrol with our most recent homicides. As we give information today, we will not be able to provide all the answers, as we have to let the legal process do its job. But we want to be as transparent as possible with the work our amazing officers are doing to solve these recent crimes. Our investigations unit, which are here with us today, will step up and provide updates on our most recent homicide cases, starting with what happened on Tuesday. So I'd like to pass the microphone off to Commander Jerry Monosmith.
As the Chief said, I'm Commander Monosmith. I'm the Commander of our Investigations Bureau here at our agency. I just want to echo what Chief Vallejo's statement regarding the condolences to the family. These conversations today reinforce our commitment to enhancing public safety through our investigations, which is one of our #1 responsibilities to our community. So to start off, I'd like to walk us through a timeline that happened very quickly on Tuesday and led to the safe return of a 2-year-old child within a few short hours. As you look on the timeline, we received the call for service just before 10 a.m. on Tuesday. During that welfare check or call for service, our officers discovered the victims of that homicide. Shortly thereafter, at the scene, it was brought to our attention that the 2-year-old child was missing, and we began working that immediately from the scene and at the station. We worked closely with the KBI to get the Amber Alert issued for Zabe, and then the notification was sent out to all the agencies. Meanwhile, we had a ton of help pouring in from all of our partners here at the LAC to kind of figure out what we need to do here. Through those efforts of our strong partnerships with our federal, state, and local departments, we were able to discover the location of the vehicle, and that vehicle was stopped in Mattoon, Illinois, and we found the child safe, and the driver was taken into custody. And at approximately 10:36 p.m., that child was reunited with his family. So just to take a moment, we have a father that reports a call for service. We have a child that is returned in just over 12 hours to that father. And I think we can all find some common ground as we are community members, family members, parents. Here's the victims of that particular homicide: Ashley Brown and Sean Thornton, and then the suspect that was taken into custody in Mattoon, Illinois. So all around, I just want to echo the chief and everybody's efforts on this. The strong relationships we currently have within our agency and with our partners, not only for this, is something we use every day here. Moving on to the homicide investigation occurring on Monday, July 21st at the Quick Shop. We received a call for service reference a shooting at this location. What I want to reiterate is that all of our homicides receive the same attention from our investigations bureau and from our homicide squad. Every one of them is taken seriously, and the community, I think, should be reassured we have some of the best detectives at our agency handling all these investigations. At the homicide scene, we discovered the victim, Gerald Avery, There was a second victim that was at the scene that received non-life-threatening injuries. And on this particular one, this is one where we need that community connection for the help. We need Crime Stoppers. The number 785-234-0007. These are some of these homicides. We do need that connection with the community. We know some folks may have saw something or know of something, and that's the information that we need our detectives to be able to look into and be able to bring this case where it needs to be for prosecution. And with that, I'll be followed by Assistant Chief Cross.
Good morning. We're going to take a minute and reinforce an update to a case we previously briefed for the community, the Terry Keller homicide. On July 15th, in the 1500 block of Southwest Clay, Mr. Keller was discovered deceased in his vehicle by officers who were doing a check of a suspicious vehicle in the area. As a result of a digital canvass that we conducted in that area, we were able to identify a person of interest, and we put that person of interest information out to the community. Thanks to the help of the community and our fantastic investigators, we are now able to report some closure to this case for now with the arrest of Wisdom Curls, who was arrested regarding this case. Mr. Curls was taken into custody. There was a question about a large police presence on southeast Topeka yesterday, and the response to that is Mr. Curls was taken into custody at that point in time. And we can safely report that he's in custody. The case has been referred to the Shawnee County District Attorney's Office. And since that case has been referred over there, any further questions about that investigation or that arrest, we do have to refer to the Shawnee County District Attorney's Office. So we'd just like to take a moment, thank the community for all their efforts in this, thank our investigators in our agency who worked diligently on this case. And we'd just like to reach out to the friends, the family members of Mr. Keller, as well as the Central Park community and anybody across Topeka impacted by this traumatic event, and let you know that we share condolences with you, and we have done everything we can to try to resolve this case. I'd like to step on to homicide number 9, which occurred late at night on July 6, 2025, in the 3200 block of Southwest Randolph, where Destiny Boss was discovered deceased. This is one of those cases where, once again, we have to share the Crime Stoppers information because we need this community's help. Someone in Topeka knows something that can help us with this case. If you're that person, or if you know somebody who's that person that can help us, 785-234-0007. You can remain anonymous and provide information to law enforcement that might help us close this case and make an arrest. Going to share a couple other ways where you can contact Crime Stoppers of the police department. These often get overlooked, but you can call our detective division at 785-368-9400. We have an email address as well where you can reach us, telltpd@topeka.org, and an anonymous tip line that's available online as well. Once again, though, the Crime Stoppers number allows you to remain anonymous. If you know something about any of these cases that we're reporting on today, please reach out, please help us. We're going to pass things back over to Chief Vallejo.
Having 5 deaths in 1 month is not something that we at the Topeka Police Department take lightly. We're working on several new initiatives to reduce crime, and we've also been seeing a downward trend through the middle of the year, which I posted online based on the 5-year average for crime during this time of the year. And crime is going down in Topeka. But I understand the perceptions of safety within the community. So some of the initiatives we've been working on is creating a violent crime team, a permanent one. It's expanding a violent crime team where we had none before. Increasing the number of community engagement officers and doubling those to be able to reach out more to the community, to problem solve together so we can prevent from a prevention standpoint. And increasing our intelligence unit capacity as well with new officers and new technologies to help the fight against violent crime. This is a time for the Topeka community to stay united, be there for one another, and stay vigilant. If you see something, say something. Many of these homicides were solved directly with the help of the community, whereas otherwise we might not have come to such a quick clearance with some of the shootings we've had recently. If you see something, say something. Let us figure out the legitimacy of the call. If there's something that looks suspicious in your neighborhood, something that doesn't look right, you know your community best, your neighborhood, your streets, call 911. Or we had the number up here to Crime Stoppers. We'll put it back up before we leave. Let us know. Collaboratively, we can continue to keep Topeka a wonderful and thriving community for all of us. And with that, my team and I are going to stand here and prepare to take any questions that the media might have of any one of us.
Chief, there are some details we're trying to confirm, just word of mouth from neighbors, people that we were trying to piece together some things from. So if you don't mind, we're just going to go down a quick list. We're hearing that Barnshaw is schizophrenic. Can you confirm that?
Okay.
Was this a random attack or domestic?
Yeah.
What we do know is Mr. Barnshaw is a family member, and we don't know all the details as on some of that, so we don't believe this is a random event. We believe that they know each other because they are related.
We're also hearing that those bodies were found dismembered. Can you confirm this?
There are facts of the case that our detectives are currently continuing to churn through, and some of the facts such as that we can't reveal at this time.
We're also hearing that those bodies were found in the basement underneath the tarp. How long were they there for, and who found those bodies?
Again, we responded to a call for service. Our officers discovered the crime scene, and some of those facts that we're still kind of churning through with our detectives, they're still kind of sensitive to the case. We're not able to release those at this time.
We've also found that Barnshaw was previously in a mental hospital for about 2 years and in prison for about 1. So why was he released?
I have no idea on that. I'm not aware that he was in any kind of facilities or incarcerated. I can't give you any guidance on that, I guess.
Okay. He was also in jail for about a month. Were charges ever brought to him at that time?
I'm not clear on that. If you give me more information, I can definitely look that up for you.
Okay, I'll probably give you some more information afterward.
Okay.
I think one of the biggest questions here, when you have a case like this, someone who seems a bit mentally unstable and has a criminal past, did the system fail the community?
I can't speak to the system's failure. We do respond to calls for service, and we utilize all the resources available to us in the community. We have very strong ties with many of our government agencies and non-government agencies when it comes to criminal prosecutions, behavioral health issues, and we do our best to resource those as much as we can. I can't comment if the system failed anybody at this time.
Regarding the homicide that occurred at the Quick Shop, did those victims shoot each other?
We believe the victims are, both of the victims are a result of the call for service and the shooting. We are still investigating that case as far as the suspect and stuff like that. Some of those details I can't release at this time.
Similar question regarding the Keller homicide. Did the victim and the suspect know each other prior to the shooting?
Yeah, we'll have to, there's an arrest been made on that, so we'll have to refer that to the district attorney's office. And we have that number if you want.
Is there anything you can tell us about the circumstances surrounding some of these homicides? Are they related to drugs? There was obviously one that was more of a domestic incident. Are these strangers committing crimes against each other? Or what level of concern should the community have?
Some of the concerns we see with the homicides, as far as my lens right now, we don't see that there's any direct connection between the homicides. We do see that firearms are involved in some of the homicides, so we do have a connection there. And then we fully investigate those to find out what those root cause are. But as far as life choices or circles that we keep, those are individual case by case. There's no direct connection between any of them.
Can you say whether Mr. Keller was shot?
Yeah, that's the DA's office. We have to refer that over there, Tim.
There were initial questions regarding the homicide on Wabash as to whether the child was taken away the 18th or it occurred the 20th. What can you tell us? Have you figured out what's up with that?
Some of the facts I can elaborate on. There was some information early on that spoke to the 18th, but through the investigation we found that not to be the case. The Amber Alert was issued on Monday. I think it was at 12:02. that was the first chance we had to issue that.
At the quick shop,
Oh, sorry.
at the quick shop, were either of the victims employed there?
That's again, that's a topic I can't cover on that investigation.
Maybe we can take one more question.
There you go, sorry.
What was you talking about on the event that happened in southeast Topeka, and elaborate more on that?
Yeah, there was a large police presence.
What was the location there, man?
There was a large police presence in the 500 block of Lamar yesterday that we received some questions on prior to this press conference. And we just wanted to share that that was related to that case, not any other case, so that we didn't have people thinking there was another incident to be concerned about.
And so the two people taken in custody, was one of them the gentleman you said was arrested?
Yes.
Well, we appreciate you all coming out.